Hey, happy Friday once again. Now we have incident of another type of COVID-related death, where a 9-year-old boy was tortured, beaten, and starved to death by his stepmother while she worked at home during lockdown. The boy's father knew about it, and he failed to do anything about it. This woman was putting him in a closet at night, feeding him nothing but rice and water, and she admitted to police to beating him with all kinds of instruments. The heavier, the better. At one point, she exchanges a strap to a belt to a dog leash because it was heavier and it could lay more of a beating on the poor kid. So the father comes home one day and the kid's unresponsive, vomiting, and it's discovered that he was dead. She basically killed him, tortured to death, beat to death. So it was the father that failed to do anything about it during all the time that it happened. This wasn't just a one-day thing. The boy appeared starved when they picked him up too, so he had been being abused for quite some time. There's the stepmother. These people sicken me. I tell you, you look at the picture of her when they're posing for their cameras. Oh, I'm just having a great old time. I'm just a good person. Give me likes, give me love, give me social media. And to me, that's one of the biggest things that's spurning a lot of the outrage culture that we're seeing on right now, is that people want to be a star. These kids that are outside the Gen X spectrum, who only ever had computers, millennials and Gen Z, this is what their world means to them, is getting likes and being respected. Meanwhile, God knows what they're doing behind closed doors. An awful tragedy that should have been avoided, but, COVID-related deaths. So this is what happens when you lock people up for months on end. This might have been uncovered had regular life activities been going on. Something might have been said or caught, but this much time, it's almost like, here's Johnny, it's time to go crazy, locked in solitude for too long. No beer and no something make Homer go crazy, so bad deal anyway. And this just irks me too, this is to me COVID related death. So they've got them in their masks, Now this guy can't even wear his mask right. And I see this all the time. And it makes me sick too. Like seriously, what's happening? You're breathing with your nose down on your mask. And at some point you're going to reach up with your hand, grab it, and put it back over your nose. And now if you've got something, you've got it on your hands. But don't worry. As long as you're protesting for Black Lives Matter, it's a perfectly acceptable practice. That's more important than the pandemic, so the experts and political pundits say. But obviously that's not true, as they constantly talk about how horrible COVID is in the States now, and then shame people for going to anti-COVID protests. So it's just insanity. Some people say it's just like, what the hell is that movie called? Where the democracy's all messed up with Mike Judge. He made that movie. At any rate, it's just ridiculous, You got superstars for presidents, and nothing makes any sense. Everyone's stupid. Well, make sure you give Brawndo to your plants. Plants need electrolytes. Just ridiculous. So at any rate, there you go. There's my first COVID video up, and some of the things that I think that are just ridiculous and avoidable that's happening with it anyway. So, well, sorry to spark any outrage in you, but this is the kind of thing that we're dealing with in our so-called civilized, intelligent world right now. So anyway, we'll see how things progress. I don't expect anything better by 2021. That's going to be an even slipperier slope than 2020 has been. So get ready. Peace out.